So hanggang bukas na lang deadline yung project niyo. Bawal. Yung napag-usapan namin. Kahapon. Okay. Ready na? So, ano lang, take your mind off dun sa CE 151 project and mag-focus muna tayo dito sa 18 kasi magiging crucial ito sa third long exam. Ito yung nagpapahirap palagi. Yung force analysis ng frames. Dito, maganda na maging familiar tayo sa procedure. So, it's all about familiarization ng procedure. So, what do I mean by that? So, take for example, na meron tayong frame na structure na naka-incline ng ganyan. Then, meron tayong ganito. Then, say na meron kang pin support dito, tapos meron kang roller na support dito. Then, bigay ko na lang na 3 meters ito, then 4 meters ito. Tapos, more than often, hindi tayo bibigyan ng madaling connection details. So, palaging may rigid connection. So, meron tayong makikita na ganito. So, instead na pin connection, meron tayong rigid connection. Ibig sabihin lang nito ay consistent yung, so magiging consistent for both frame elements, yung displacement, horizontal and vertical displacement, while at the same time magiging consistent yung ating rotation. So the rotation will go on both of the frame element. So yun yung tinutukoy ni rigid connection. While at the same time, if you were to dissect, halimbawa ay nag-cut tayo dito, may ma-expose tayo na forces, internal forces, at saka bending moment. Now, what would make yung frame complicated is you oftentimes bibigyan tayo ng lateral loads. So take for example, meron tayong ganitong lateral loads. Okay? So 3 kilonewton meter. So yung task natin palagi every time that we are presented with this system, and magiging crucial to sa ating deflection analysis, is to derive the internal force functions. So gagawan natin ng functions yung mga internal force on each of your frame elements. So meron tayong, so inename ko to A, B, and C. So we would be deriving an axial force along AB that can be a variable or a function of X. You will also have a shear as a variable of X. You will also have a bending moment as a variable of X. And that is only for AB. But we also need to define yung internal force function natin for the other na element. So hindi, unlike ng beam na magpo-focus lang tayo sa isang beam, dito magpo-focus tayo sa lahat ng element. Lahat ng elements natin, gagawin natin ng function. So NBCX, VBCX, at saka MBCX. Ito ay ginagawa din natin sa CE 151. Sa project nyo, ito rin yung gagawin nyo. Nagagawan nyo ng internal force function para ma-identify ano yung kailangan na demand na i-design against yung selected na cross-section nyo. Pero for CE 18, in particular, these two right here, yung internal axial and yung internal bending moment, yung magagamit natin in conjunction with the energy methods para makapag-define tayo ng displacements. So ito yung gagamit. Yung shear medyo ano siya, out of the picture siya. So magiging crucial later on yung pag-define natin ng axial force functions natin at saka bending moment function. So how can we go about this? So i-check natin yung ating planar na structure, then maghahanap tayo ng point kung saan isang element lang yung nakakonect ito. Ano kaya yun? maghanap tayo. So if we have 3 nodes sa ating planar structure, yung una nating hahanapin are the nodes where only one element is connected to it. Ano yung mga nodes na yun? Node A at saka node C. So doon natin sisimulan yung analysis. But on node A and node C, meron tayong restraints or supports. And we are expecting there na merong reaction forces. So kapag ganito yung nakaharap, naging to ano nyo, na determine nyo on that thought process, kailangan natin ng additional na procedure. Minsan kasi magiging optional to. We need to define yung FBD. Kailangan yung i-define yung FBD. So AX, AY, saka CY. On which, once you enumerated all of the external reaction forces, you can use yung equilibrium equations para ma-solve natin yung mga reaction forces. So meron tayo for a line load oriented vertically, however, the element that is being applied to is inclined. So kapag meron ganito, all you need to do is to take yung length nito, 5 meters kasi for 5 triangles, and i-multiply siya sa magnitude. So yun yung total area. So meron tayong and oriented siya vertically, so no need to break this down into x and y component. So meron tayong minus 15 is equals to 0. Okay? Tapos meron tayong summation of moment to be equal to 0. So meron tayong cy times 3. Tapos minus yung 15 natin. Yung 15 na yan, yung katumbas na point load niya, is applied at the set point. So, dito sa gitna. And all you need to do is to get yung perpendicular distance ng line of transition yun from point A, which is yung midway. So, meron ka 1.5 meter as your moment arc. Okay pa naman. Gusto pa naman yung sa moment arc. So, I hope hindi na magiging issue sa atin yung pag-digest ng ganyan uri ng line load. So meron tayo 15 times 1.5 is equals to 0. And from this equation right here, we'll get Cy is equals to 7.5 kilonewtons. And if we substitute it back to our equilibrium equation along y, we'll get Ay is also being equal to 7.5 kilonewtons. And now that we have determined yung ating external reaction forces, we can actually start defining yung ating function. So your system should look like na meron tayong 7.5 dito, meron tayong 7.5 dyan, tapos meron tayong 3 kilonewton dito. Kilonewton. So this will be your diagram showing all of the external forces. Now, na-mention ko na, yung starting point natin will always be on a point kung saan isang element lang yung nakakonect. We can either start at point C or we can start at point A. Wala namang problema sa atin yun. We can start at point C or we can start at point A. So this is ABC. So halimbawa, gusto kong simulan from BC or CB right here. So ang gagawin ko lang dun sa CB na yan, I would imagine na if this is point C, that right there, this one right here is point C, where there's that external force that was being applied, and I cut along the way dun sa BC. Nag-cut ako ng section. So meron ako dito na distance x from point C. Nag-identify tayo ng function. So kapag cutting plane tayo dyan, again, supposedly may expose tayo na normal force. So NBC. Meron tayong shear force na VBC. Then meron din tayong bending moment na MBC. Right there. So ang tingin ko dito ay left to right. Left to right. Na ganito. Left to right. Okay? So kung ito yung aking na-enumerate, I can use the three equilibrium equation given that the system must be in equilibrium. So meron akong summation of f of x being equal to 0. So i-discern ko lang, ano ang meron doon? Si VBC. Nag-iisa lang siya. VBC na going to the right, therefore positive. However, siya lang yung existent na term. So, since dapat maging equal to 0, that shear force must be equal to 0. If mag-sum tayo ng forces along y to be equal to 0, what we have is yung 7.5 na pataas, tapos meron din tayong NBC na taas na equal to 0. And what will determine from here is NBC is equals to 7.5 kilonewton. Negative 7.5 kilonewton. And lastly, pag nagsasum tayo ng bending moment, palaging dito. So nagsasum tayo ng bending moment at your plane. Doon tayo nagkakat sa plane mismo. Ay, doon tayo nagsasum ng moment. Dahil dapat equal to 0, so meron tayong counterclockwise na in-assume natin, MBC. Then, meron kang, wala nang iba pa. So, wala na nagko-contribute sa bending moment. Kapag nagsum tayo na bending moment dito. Kasi 7.5 is already has a line of transmission that intersects yung point of reference natin. Therefore, wala siyang moment arc. So, 0 yung moment arc na to. And since wala nang iba pang external forces, sum of bending moment at C is equals to 0. Okay? Question sa BC? Okay pa tayo? So every time na enumerate tayo or na-identify tayo ng function, internal force function. So pag ultimately magre-report tayo na internal forces at BC, so sinabi natin na yung reference point natin, kailangan mo explicitly sabihin na we started at C when we define these functions right here. Na yung NBC natin ay equal to negative 7.5 kilonewton, VBC, meron tayong 0, MBC, meron tayong 0. Tapos, meron tayong dalawang choice ulit dito. Yung unang choice is i-continue nyo ito and i-evaluate nyo at x equals kung ano man yung length ito, 4 meters. And makukuha nyo yung internal forces at point B. Pero yung internal forces na makukuha nyo dito is equal and opposite sa mga sinuha natin dito. So, allow me to draw a bit and enumerate. So, meron kang AB right here. So, meron tayo na to. Meron tayo na to, 7.5. Then, yung sa kabila, so i-check natin. Ito yung BC natin. So, meron tayong 7.5 dito. Tapos, ang gusto nating ma-determine is ano yung naging bending moment at x equals 4. Ano yung naging actual force at x equals 4. Ano yung naging shear force dun sa x equals 4. So ito lang yung katulad nung sa kanina. Pero this is evaluated, so this is BBC evaluated at x equals 4. This is NBC evaluated at x equals 4. And this is MBC evaluated at x equals 4. So kung meron tayong na-evaluate na internal force dyan, pagdating dun sa other na element, dapat magiging equal but opposite siya. So kung si MBC kay B ay si MBC at point B ay counterclockwise, dapat yung MBC yung moment na yon pagdating sa AB magiging clockwise. So meron tayong MBC dito, tapos kung upward si NBC sa BC, sa AB magiging clockwise siya. Tapos kung to the right si BBC, magiging to the left si BBC. So this is one method. And you can do the evaluation of the internal forces over that distance x. And may makukuha tayo na internal force function. You can say na we are defining yung internal force functions at AB using point B as reference. But we can also do this type of analysis. Yung type ng analysis ay gawin pa rin natin siya na buo na ganito. But valid pa rin naman na ganito, na isang buo. So 3 kilonewton meters. Tapos meron tayong in-identify na distance x dito. So lagyan ko na ibang color. So meron tayong distance x dito from point B, on which meron kang cutting plane dyan. May na-expose tayo na axial. So meron tayong NAB. Meron tayong shear na upwards, VAB. So meron tayong bending moment na clockwise na MAB. And para makumpleto, ilalagay natin tong 7.5 kilonewton. So pareho lang din dapat yung makukuha natin if halimbawa nag-cut tayo over that same distance x and ito yung ginamit natin. Pareho lang din kung ganito. Mas buo natin siya sinection. But of course, there's the third na approach. Yung third na approach is we can start from point A. Pwede tayo mag-start sa point A. So meron tayong 7.5 dito. Tapos meron tayong 3 kilonewton meters dito. Tapos ito yung cutting plane natin, identified as parang na-identify yung distance niya at distance x. Then may ma-expose tayo na internal axial, meron tayong shear, and meron tayong bending moment. Pareho lang din. Pag pinlat nyo yung function, pareho lang din dapat yung kalalabsan. Okay? Dito, sasabihin mo is yung internal forces at AB evaluated at point A. So, itry natin pareho para saya. So, if ito yung ginamit natin, nilay down natin yung equilibrium equation, meron tayong summation of forces along x to be equal to 0. So, walang contribution yung line load. Ang meron lang tayo is NAB, but it is going to the left and it has an x component of -3/5. Kasi this is ito yung dimensions ulit natin. So 5 meters yung length, gusto natin kunin yung x component ng action. So kailangan mo ng 3/5. Pero going to the left siya, kaya negative yung 3/5 siya. Okay? Tapos meron pa tayong plus si VAB naman is perpendicular to NAB. So kung gagawa tayo ng perpendicular line, so yung if you imagine that this is a 3, 4, 5 na triangle, yung perpendicular line niya, meron tayong 4, 3, 5 na triangle. So if we want to get yung x component, it's still going to the left and meron tayong 4/5. So negative 4/5 VAB. And lagay ko na ito yung color coding natin is equal to 0. So that is your first equilibrium equation. Your second equilibrium equation, summation of forces along y to be equal to 0. So makikita mo na yung y component naman ni NAB, which is negative 4/5 kasi downwards pa din siya, as NAB right here. And kung titignan natin to, so yung vertical ay 3. So meron tayong, and since going upward, so meron tayong positive 3/5 VAB. At the same time, meron tayong minus 3 kilonewton meters multiplied by x. Again, yung magiging total area under the curve nito is kung ano yung length ng incline, which is x, multiplied by height. So 3 times x. So meron tayong 3x right there. Then, wag natin kalimutan yung ating friend na si 7.5 kilonewtons at point C. So ay equal to 0. So yan yung second equilibrium equation natin. Then, pag nag-sum naman tayo ng moment at the cutting plane to be equal to 0, so, i-examine natin, since dito tayo nagsasum ng bending moment, walang moment arm to, walang moment arm to, eto, merong moment arm. Kalahati yung ano nito. Kailangan mo i-obtain yung perpendicular distance ito. Etong VBC, meron din, yung reaction force, meron ding moment arm yan. But the tricky thing thing about this is kailangan mo palaging kunin yung perpendicular distance. So you need to be familiar with your geometry. So enumerate natin. So at the cutting plane, this plane right here, etong 3 kilonewton meters na to ay nagko-cause ng clockwise the rotation. So meron tayong negative na sign dyan. So yung 3 times yung x, then yung moment arm niya will be yung kalahati ng x, tapos kukunin mo yung x component niya. So meron tayo rito na x over 2 multiplied by 3/5 para makuha yung x component nung kalahati nung distance x na in-evaluate natin. So medyo nakakalito, okay. And meron tayo niyan. Tapos meron kang 7.5 kilonewtons. Yung perpendicular distance niya ay ito, this one right here. So yung horizontal component nung inclined x natin. So meron tayong plus 7.5 times x, tapos kukunin natin yung x component niya on top of yung ating bending moment dito na since right to left to, kaya negative siya. So magre-reflect sa equilibrium equation mo as minus MAB is equals to 0. So 3 equations, 3 unknowns. Tatlong equation, tatlong unknown. Yung pinakamabilis natin makukuha is si MAB. Si MAB, ang makukuha natin ay meron kang 9x squared over 10 plus so technically ano pa rin to? Ano nga to? 7.5 times 3 over 5. Ano makukuha natin? So may makukuha tayo na 4.5x. Yan yung ating bending moment na function if evaluated at point A. Tapos, ito ay kailangan pa nating laruin. So if this is your first equation and this is your second equation, dun sa first equation natin, gagawin natin is we provide a value for BAB. So meron tayong, so we solve for BAB. So BAB is equals to square root of 3 over 5 multiplied by 5 over 4 NAB. And simplifying this further, meron tayong negative 3/4 NAB. Ito yung isa-substitute natin to the second equation. Yan yung isa-substitute natin to the second equation. So meron tayong negative 4 over 5 NAB plus 3 over 5 times negative 3 over 4 NAB minus 3x plus 7.5 is equals to 0. If sinimplify pa natin to, meron kang negative 4 over 5 minus 9 over 20 NAB minus 3x plus 7.5 is equals to 0. Ano nga yung negative 4 over 5 minus 9 over 20? Pag tinry natin sa calculator, so meron tayong negative 5 over 4 NAB minus 3x plus 7.5 and so further solving for NAB, ang makukuha natin dito ay negative 12 over 5x tapos 7.5 ay plus 6. So ito yung internal na axial force natin. So 12 over 5x plus 6. And isa-substitute back na lang natin siya para makuha yung VAB natin. So pag minultiply natin ng 3/4 ito, so meron tayong negative 9 over 5x. Tapos ito ay 1 point plus or rather minus 4.5. So ito ngayon, tatlo, yung ating magiging internal force function for BAB. Yan yung magiging internal force functions natin. Sige, ano ang question? So general step, ulit. If we are presented with this type of system, so sa mga bago natin, ay hahanapin natin ang lead element dito, yung node dito, na isang element lang. Yun yung maganda starting point. So, in this case, si B doesn't qualify on that. No? Hindi nahanap natin ng point kasi dalawang element yung nakakita. Meron lang si point A kasi si A, B lang yung nakakunik, saka si point C na si B sila nakakunik. So you can either start in these two. However, both points or one or both points have supports on them. So pag meron supports on them, kailangan mo muna ng FBD ito para ma-expose natin yung reaction forces na masosolve natin sa equilibrium equation. Pag ginamit natin yung equilibrium equation, ito yung kapag nakuha natin yan, pwede mong simulan either on CD. So dito, simulan ng CD na imagine na kailangan natin explicitly sabihin and defining internal force function. We started at a certain point. In this case, we started at point C. We define some distance x from point C along BC. And on that distance x, meron tayong plane dyan. And within that cutting plane, meron tayong exposed internal forces. And we use yung tatlong equilibrium equations natin to solve for the internal forces. So, sa BC, ito yung makukuha. 7.500. Tapos, on the other end naman, dito, medyo dadaming options. What's na-solve natin isa? You can either evaluate yung internal forces at the end loop. So, ginawa lang dito, so meron kang internal forces at the end loop. We would imagine that on the adjacent na element na yun, mali na evaluate natin dito. Yung force na mag-act dito as internal force is equal but opposite. So kung counterclockwise ito, magiging clockwise ito. Kung to the right yung shear, to the left yung shear dito. Kung upwards yung action force, downwards yung action force. So, you can do yung analysis using that para lang ma-isolate. So kung meron ganyan, meron pa lang ito, line load, expose ka ng sets, internal forces, use the equilibrium equations, you'll be able to solve for the internal forces. Internal force function, evaluated at point B. Or you can do this approach right here, which is yung ginawa natin sa example. Yung sa example is, nag-evaluate tayo from point B. Yung point B, nag-identify tayo ng distance x along AB. So may cutting plane dyan, nag-expose ka ng internal forces, and kailangan nasama pa rin yung to the right. So ito, sama pa rin siya. So in-evaluate natin yung internal forces and you'll get yung na-solve natin sa kanina, which is this one right here. Kung sa AB naman tayo, at point A naman tayo nag-evaluate. So pag point A tayo nag-evaluate, iba yung hindi carbon copy ng function. Pero yung function na yon would describe the same curve. So meron tayong summation of forces along x is equal to 0. So meron tayong 3/5 NAB. So please remember yung ating itong perpendicular na components. So if i-flip kung paano natin i-flip. So 3, 4, 5 na triangle to. So yung along x is 3, along y ay 4, along the length ay 5. So 3/5 NAB because to the right yung direction niya. Tapos meron pa tayong plus 4/5 VAB since ito ay to the right pa din. Is equal to 0. So i-anticipate na natin na mag-evaluate tayo ng VAB rito. So yung VAB will be equal to negative something. So meron tayong negative 3/4 and AB. Kasi kakailanganin natin siya pag nag-sum tayo ng forces along Y to be equal to 0. So enumerate lang natin. This is 3 kilonewton meters. Again, yung total na nito, area under the curve is 3 times yung length ng incline. So meron tayong negative 3 times x. Tapos meron tayo ngayon, so titingnan natin, upwards NAB, downwards VAB. So kunin natin yung along the Y ni NAB, so 4/5. Tapos kunin natin yung along the Y ni VAB na downwards, so negative 3/5 VAB. And on top of that, meron pa tayong plus 7.5 is equals to 0. So magsasum tayo ng forces, magsasum tayo ng moment at the cutting plane. is equals to 0. So what we'll have is MAB. So counterclockwise siya. Tapos meron kang minus 7.5 multiplied by yung x component nung horizontal component x. So meron tayong 3/5x. And yung line load naman natin ay nagko-cause ng counterclockwise. So meron tayong plus 3x multiplied by yung x component, yung horizontal component ni x. Kasi yun yung kanyang magiging perpendicular distance. Tapos over 2 pala. Limutan ko na kalahati ng x na yon. So kailangan mong kunin yung perpendicular distance. So yung kalahati ng x na yon is this one right here. So ito yung gusto natin na makuha. So kukunin mo yung x component kaya may 3/5 tapos yung kalahati ng x over 2 right there. Kaya nag-reflect siya dito. Is equals to 0. So what we'll get from here is MAB is equals to 4.5x minus 9x squared over 10. Tapos, yung makukuha naman natin kapag sinubstitute natin dun sa isa, so if this is our equation 1 and this is our equation 2, so sinubstitute natin sa equation 1 to equation 2, so meron tayong negative 3x plus 4/5 NAB. Kasi ito ay magiging plus 9/20 VAB, NAB din pala to, plus 7.5 is equals to 0. So we can obtain kung ano yung value ni NAB dito. So, ayusin pala natin. So meron tayo dito na 5/4 NAB minus 3x plus 7.5 is equals to 0. If we were to solve for NAB, meron tayo na 12/5x minus 6. Tapos kapag sinubstitute natin dun sa pabalik sa VAB, so ito, binalik natin to equation 1, kalalabasan ay VAB to be equal to, so ang gagawin lang, multiply by 3/4. So meron akong negative 9/5x plus 3/4. So meron akong 4.5. So kung i-plot natin yung bawat isa, so ipa-plot ng ganito. So una yung actual force. So N. Pa-plot natin yung actual force. So nagsimula sa positive 6. So meron tayong positive 6 dito. Then bumababa siya by x and dapat if in-evaluate natin at x equals 5. So at x equals 5, anong ma-evaluate natin sa NAB? Negative 6. So meron tayong negative 6 pagdating dito. So meron tayo ganito na actual force function. So negative 6. Yung ating shear, anong itsura? So nagsimula sa negative 4.5. Tapos, at x equals 5, positive 4.5. And iti-take note natin kung saan nagsi-zero yung ating shear. So nagsi-zero yung ating shear, sakto sa gitna. If we were going to use similar triangles dito, makukuha natin na this is 2.5 meters. And if ginawa natin yung bending moment function ngayon, so i-evaluate natin at x equals 2.5, i-substitute natin siya dito. Ano kaya yung maximum na value? 2.5 x equals 2.5. So 6.25 negative yun plus 6.25, sorry. plus 2.5 times 4.5. Substitute lang natin at x equals 2.5. Value evaluate at x equals 5.625. So positive. Yep, positive. So yung magiging itsura ng bending moment function niya ay meron kang parabola na 2 degree, tapos magma-maximum siya rito at 5.625 kilonewton meter. So ito yung ating axial, shear, at saka bending moment function at AB. Ngayon, balikan naman natin yung kabila. Kung ipa-plot natin yung axial, so meron tayong 12/5x minus 6. So at x equals 0, ang ine-evaluate natin, teka. Baliktad pala. Ito pala ay evaluated from point B. So, allow me to correct this. Baliktad siya. So, ito ay positive 6. Kasi nagsimula pala tayo at point B. Then, natapos tayo at negative 6 dito. So, meron tayong negative 6 dyan. So, yan yung actual force function natin. Yung shear function natin, baliktad din. Kasi nagsimula tayo sa negative 4.5 at point B. Okay? At point B tayo ng negative 4.5. Pagdating dito sa dulo, point A pala to, positive 4.5, negative 4.5. So ito yung ating shear na function, and yung bending moment natin, pareho lang. Positive lang. So wala naman nagbago. Okay? Kung titingnan natin on the other end, yung MAB natin, evaluated at point A, alam natin na maximum yung bending moment at x equals 2.5. So pag sinubstitute natin yung x equals 2.5 dito, makukuha natin ay yan pa din. So ibig sabihin, iba lang yung reference point nung dinedefine natin na x, but it will produce the same graph. It will produce the same graph. So this is for AB. For BC, nag-iisa lang naman siya. Meron lang tayong axial force function na, so kailangan mo lang i-indicate kung positive or negative. So dito ay negative 7.5. Negative 7.5 kilonewtons as your axial force. Yung shear natin ay 0. Bending moment natin ay 0. May tayo doon? Now, we will have a little bit of guided exercise para ma-guide din kayo kung paano kaya kung meron tayong ganito na frame element. So, gawin natin na equal yung length ng bawat legs natin. So, meron tayong 4 meters and 4 meters right there. This is point A. This is point B na rigid connection. This is point C. Right there. Tapos, maglalagay ako rito ng point load na 10 kilonewtons. Tapos, meron akong triangular load dito na 1 kilonewton meters. Tapos, meron akong line load dito na 2 kilonewton meters. So yung target natin is define the internal force functions. So please get one full sheet of paper. And sabihin na lang ako as we walk through the solution process. Hindi naman kayo solve ito all about. So, ano lang, try natin to have a little bit of feeling kung paano natin sinusolve. Okay? Equal, 4 meters, meron kang line load dito, may triangular load tayo dito. Define natin yung internal force actions. Okay? Ano yung unang step? Maghahanap tayo ng point kung saan isang element lang yung nakakonekta. So, we have point A and point C. Si point A, may restraints, may reaction forces siya. So, kung gusto mo dito simulan, ay kailangan mag-FBD, magsusolve ka ng reaction forces to the equilibrium equations. Pero valid din naman kung nag-start tayo ng C. Valid din naman kung nag-start tayo C. So, pwede nating sabihin na we can start at BC and yung reference point natin dito is si point C. And kapag meron ganyan, we have this frame element na nag-cut tayo at some distance x. So nag-cut tayo at some distance x. So meron tayong cutting plane dyan. Siyempre, kailangan natin i-provide yung mga external forces natin. So meron tayong 10 kilonewton meters dyan. And paano natin malalaman ito? We use yung similar triangles. So yung similar triangles natin ay if this is 4 meters, this is 2, and gusto nating ma-define kung gaano kataas ito over some distance x right here, we simply need to multiply yung 2 over 4 is equals to kung ano yung hinahanap natin dito. So, halimbawa, omega over x. So, madedefine natin na yung height nito is 1/2 x. 1/2 x yung height niya. And i-delegate ko siya dito sa part na ito kasi kailangan kong i-illustrate din yung aking axial. Kailangan ko nang i-illustrate yung aking shear since right to left, upward. Tapos yung bending moment ko na clockwise since right to left. So MBC. Right there. And once na nagawa na natin to, so ito na yung FBD nung at any point along BC natin. So we can set up yung equilibrium equation. Summation of forces along X to be equal to 0. Summation of forces along Y to be equal to 0. Summation of moment at the cutting plane is equals to 0. We can list all of the forces. So meron tayo dito na negative NBC, since to the left yung NBC natin dito, tapos meron tayong to the right na 10 dito is equals to 0. So yan yung unang equilibrium equation natin. The second equilibrium equation natin ay meron tayong upwards na VBC, therefore positive. Tapos, what we have is yung triangular load na downward. So, kailangan nating ma-define yung total area ng triangle na yan. So, total area, pero since downwards ito, anticipate na natin na negative siya. So, 1/2 times base, which is x, times height, yung 1/2 x is equals to 0. Summation of moment. So, at the cutting plane nito, so meron tayong 10 na wala namang moment arm. Wala namang moment arm yung ating 10. Yung may moment arm lang, yung katumbas na concentrated load ng ating triangular load. So, ilista lang natin na meron kang negative MBC, tapos si triangular load is also causing a clockwise rotation dito sa point na ito. So, meron kang rotation pag ganito. So, meron kang minus, so yung total area under the curve, so might as well evaluate na natin to. So, this is x squared over 4. Yan yung total area under the curve, ng triangle natin. Then yung distance, yung distance ng centroid niya is 1/3 nito. So, nandito siya. So, meron tayong x over 3 is equals to 0. So, yan yung tatlong equilibrium equations natin. Makukuha natin dito na si NBC ay equal to 10. Makukuha naman natin dito na si VBC ay equal to x squared over 4. Tapos makukuha naman natin dito, MBC ay equal to negative x cubed over 12. Okay? So, natapos na tayo dun sa point C. So, na-identify na natin yung internal force function. So, ano na siya? Goods na tayo dyan. Now, pwede tayo mag-proceed treatment natin.